What's up guys, Firewolf here, showing you guys what might be the largest portable monitor that I have ever seen. This is the UPERFECT UMAX 22, and you guessed it, it has a 22-inch IPS display, which is fire. It also has a 1440p resolution for better sharpness and awesome QHD gaming. I'm surprised with how lightweight it is, and the built-in kickstand and USB-C makes it versatile to use in so many different ways. Huge thanks to UPERFECT for sending me this huge portable monitor to showcase to you guys. The UMAX 22 is priced just under $300, and UPERFECT has hooked it up with an exclusive discount code that I'll list in the description for a better deal. I'll be showcasing PC gaming, PS5 gameplay, MacBook connectivity, so stay tuned because I want to know if this massive 22-inch 1440p monitor is worth getting. So let's unbox the UPERFECT UMAX 22. Really excited to see how this looks. Comes in this really nice white packaging. We just gotta lift it up. Alright guys, and here we have the 22-inch portable monitor wrapped in this really nice plastic piece of paper here. Let's go ahead and tear it open. Alright, has a nice protective screen protector. Alright, and there we have it guys, 22 inches. Feels really light. It does feel nice and slim as well. You can see here we have a nice slim body. And then we got a nice little hump on the bottom portion of this monitor here, but it's not too bulky at all. I'm surprised at how thin it is. It feels really light, very comfortable to hold in the hands. We can see right in the back we have some Visa mount holes here. So I want to say this is either a 75 by 75 or 100. And then here is a built-in kickstand, and I really like this feature a lot because it makes it easy to stand this up, of course, or you can have it on a monitor arm. And if we take a closer look at the inputs here, we have two USB-C ports here, and we have one mini HDMI. You can basically connect a lot of devices, so it's very versatile. You have an extra USB-C, so you can supply power for devices that don't supply enough power. So I love the versatility of this monitor. On the other side, we have all of our menu controls over here. You can see once I turn it around, we can see the symbols for each of these buttons here. We have a button dedicated for power, menu, volume controls, navigations, all that good stuff. And we also have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is really nice. And over here, it looks like is a serviceable USB port here. But overall, this stand does feel really nice and sturdy. It has a nice aluminum feel to it. So for now, let's put this to a side and let's take a look at what else we get inside the box. Okay, looks like we're gonna get a nice user manual. They're also gonna supply us with a nice mini HDMI to HDMI cable. So this is perfect for your console or other devices that features HDMI. All right, next they're gonna give us two USB-C to C cables here. Now each of these cables will be able to supply power and send video and audio signals, which is really nice and convenient. So I like the fact that they give us two of these. And finally, they're going to give us a USB-C power adapter, which is rated at 30 watts, which is a really good size here. I like the fact that this is USB-C, making it very convenient. And again, this is for devices that don't supply enough power, or if you're having some type of issues with the monitor itself, you could always use a separate power adapter to give you maximum stability. Diving deep into the specs of the display, we get a resolution of 2560 by 1440, which with a 22-inch screen gives us a pixel density of about 133 pixels per inch. In my experience, small text and details are nice and sharp, which is close in PPI to a 4K 32-inch display. This IPS panel also has great viewing angles and has a standard 16:9 aspect ratio, which blends in perfectly with full-screen movies and console gaming. 60Hz refresh rate is also standard with a 20 millisecond response time, and while I would have preferred a higher refresh rate, I'm glad that the 22-inch version has FreeSync, which helps make gaming as smooth as possible. The UMAX 22 has a typical brightness of 300 nits, which is good enough to use in both bright and dark settings, and colors are also good with a 100% sRGB color gamut coverage. Now let's test out the gaming performance of this UMAX 22 using my 4090 gaming PC and my PlayStation 5. I'm running Modern Warfare 3 on extreme settings and I get beautiful 1440p graphics. Make sure you turn on FreeSync in the menu settings to unlock the best performance out of this monitor. Playing a fast action-packed first-person shooter is always chaotic, and while I wish this monitor had a higher refresh rate, 60Hz isn't that bad. I wouldn't recommend this display for competitive gaming, but to enjoy some high fidelity gaming, this does the job. The UMAX 22 also has built-in stereo speakers, but they aren't loud at all. I would recommend using headphones or external speakers, but at least it comes with built-in speakers just in case. Given the size of this monitor, this could be a great additional screen to your existing setup. I like the fact that you can rotate the display in portrait and easily position it next to your main monitor for extra screen real estate and productivity. 22 inches is a great size, and putting it next to a 32-inch GA OLED looks amazing. You could also VESA mount it using a 75x75 mount, but that built-in kickstand really comes in clutch. Since this monitor features USB-C connectivity, you can easily connect your MacBook or laptop using just one compatible cable. I like using a shorter cable, but you can always use the cables included in the box. Connecting the UMAX 22 to my 16-inch MacBook Pro was truly plug and play. Now, depending on your laptop, you may need to use a separate power adapter in case your laptop doesn't supply enough power for stability. Thankfully, UPERFECT has you covered with a power adapter and an extra cable. Having a 22-inch right next to my MacBook Pro is an awesome experience. I have a ton of space to increase my productivity. Now, if you want to connect this to a gaming console like my PlayStation 5, then you can use the included mini HDMI to full-size HDMI to connect to your PlayStation or Xbox, whether it's the latest or the oldest. It is recommended to use an external power supply for stability, but using my PS5's USB-C input is enough to power on the UMAX 22. Now, if you experience this display cutting off and you still only want to use the USB-C input from your PS5, then I recommend disabling HDR on the menu settings of the UMAX 22. The reason is because HDR automatically maxes out the full brightness and sometimes requires even more power, which means that your console may not be enough. Dropping it down to SDR though ran perfectly, and the UMAX 22 will be able to support the PS5's 1440p resolution and variable refresh rates up to 60 Hz. Another bonus is that since this has built-in speakers, you have no issues having sound being outputted on this monitor. So to the ultimate question, is the UPERFECT UMAX 22 worth the $299 price tag? Well, if you're looking for an additional screen to add to your setup that you could also easily take with you on the go, then I think the UMAX 22 is worth getting. Its versatility allows you to use so many different devices, and being able to bring such a massive screen is awesome. If 22 inches is a little too big, then there is also a 18.5 inch version with 1080p resolution, but with the same awesome built-in kickstand. If you guys are interested in the UPERFECT UMAX 22 portable monitor, I have a special discount code and affiliate link in the description down below, which will help and support the Firewolf Tech channel. Even though UPERFECT sent this out for me to review, all the opinions and content are my very own honest review. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I would love your support with a like, share, and subscribe. Firewolf out.